G'day guys, Sean here from Openn. We commonly get questions from agents joining or using the platform that want to understand the best way to implement certain visibility features that are available through the Openn platform. So I'm going to take you through a couple of examples that we recommend as sort of best practice. There's different reasons why you would implement them depending on your personal preference, the market conditions, your vendor, etc. And you're certainly best placed to make a decision on that, but we'll give you some guidance on it nonetheless. So like with all campaigns with Openn, they will start with no transparency and no deadline. And you can decide what the best approach is from there. So one of the common approaches is an agile approach to your campaign where you're allowing yourself the option to receive offers and potentially get an offer that's way ahead, tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars ahead of other buyers, and do a deal right there and then. So you can create that sort of emotional circumstance while also enabling the possibility of ranking buyers if you're in a scenario where you have multiple buyers that have come in with similar offers and some competition might lead to a better outcome and a fairer process for all of those that are involved. So the way that you would do that is start with either a deadline from the outset so that you can guide buyers on how long you're going to be running the campaign so they clearly understand when they need to make an offer by. You typically would turn on and show buyers how many other buyers there are, just gives them an impetus to act, particularly once you've got an offer in the system. And then as or when it makes sense to, you can turn on ranking throughout your campaign. Most commonly, we would suggest turning this on, a day or two before the deadline, just not allowing too much time for people to overthink things, but equally giving them an opportunity to increase their offer depending on where they rank. You could equally turn on total transparency if things were really close. So that works really well, and it gives you sort of an opportunity to sort of have your cake and eat it too in terms of the way that you're approaching things. Another approach that we commonly see that works just as well is just being absolutely clear with buyers from the outset that you've got a deadline and all offers will be ranked. Buyers really appreciate that because they all have that fear of overpaying, but also wanting to have a second shot if they were to come in just a few $1,000s lower than another buyer. So just removing any sort of flexibility and being clear with buyers that they're going to have an opportunity to come in encourages them to come in potentially at a lower amount, can create more competition, more buyers, more offers, and ultimately lead to a competitive outcome where you can get some pretty exceptional results. Equally, they benefit from the perspective of if the price has gone beyond them and they can move on. They appreciate the fact that you're offering them that level of transparency as well. So they're the two sort of options that we recommend. One is, as I said, an agile approach, choosing to add the ranking as or when it makes sense to, and the other is just being clear with buyers from the outset, telling them that you're going to rank them from the outset, or going completely transparent, which a lot of agents are implementing successfully as a massive point of difference. So I hope that helps. If you want some guidance on the type of dialogue that you might use to implement those, then reach out and we can help. Cheers.